Hey y'all, day 12 on our mini Devo leading up to Valentine's Day. I'm so glad you're still with me or tuning in for the first time, whichever. Today we're going to actually talk about loving others, but what we've been talking about and focusing on a lot, you guys, is loving ourselves well, because we usually don't treat others differently than we treat ourselves. And so that's one of those tricky things about us humans. When Jesus was with the Pharisees in the Bible, there's a story in Mark where they were asking him all these questions. And then one of the questions was, well, like, what's the most important law? What's the greatest commandment that's more important than any others? And Christ replied, first of all, love the Lord your God with all your heart, your soul, your mind, your spirit. And secondly, love your neighbor as yourself. There's no greater commandment than this. And in recent years, I've really noticed that second part of the verse, love your neighbor as yourself. So, how am I loving me? Am I being good to me? Am I being critical of me? Am I judging myself? Am I being hard on me? Because the way we treat ourselves tends to be the way we treat others. So that's why we spent so much time leading up to Valentine's really looking at how loved we are by God and us really receiving that and accepting it. So today, remember that verse a few days ago we talked about holding an open house with our lives? Well, if you were going to have an open house, like, you would want to notice, right, that the people came, right? You would probably want to greet them, open the door, welcome them in, have eye contact, maybe have some back and forth conversation. I mean, you might even want to do a little fun selfie or do a group pic. I was recently at a baby shower. We did a whole group pic. It was so fun. So to create some memories, right? So what if today you thought of somebody, or maybe ask God who is on his mind, that you could reach out to and maybe reconnect with, or maybe somebody you love but you just haven't talked to them in a while, picking up the phone and giving them a shout, or maybe just you're out and about and you just give somebody a smile or a sincere compliment, or you help them with their bags of groceries or something. It can be the smallest thing that make each of us as humans, right, feel seen and noticed and acknowledged. I know this was years ago, my friend Tracy that did my nails all the time for years and years when I was in Texas. I sat down at her table and put my hands, out in front of me, and she grabbed my hands and she looked straight in my eyes and she said, "How are you?" Just right in my eyes. And y'all, I burst into tears. And she was like, "Whoa." And I said, "I'm really doing good. But I can't remember the last time somebody looked in my eyes and took the time to just be still and ask me how I am." I was always the one trying to make sure everybody else was doing good. And it just meant so much to me. So that's what I mean about it can be the very smallest thing that makes the biggest impression, a heart impression, if you will, on our fellow humans. So that's our challenge today, is maybe put down our phone, unless you're going to use it to call somebody or message somebody, give a shout out on Instagram or Facebook or something. But put away our phone, and when we're out and about with all the other humans, actually see them, notice them, have conversation with them so that they know that they are seen and loved as well. Can't wait to hear what you think about that one, or maybe what you choose to do. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see y'all tomorrow.